everybody, how are you? Are you getting a little bit excited for Christmas now? We're getting very close. Have you been being very good? I hope so. Brody and Green Bear are very excited. They've been going to bed early and they've been very nice to each other. Well, we'll get on with the story, Green Bear. I have a good one for you today. I'll set you over here beside Brody. Today's story is called Silent Night. A long time ago, there lived a woman called Mary and her husband Joseph. Mary was going to have a baby. They had to make a long and tiring journey to a place called Bethlehem. Mary rode on a little donkey, while Joseph walked beside them. When they arrived in Bethlehem, it was very busy and crowded with people looking for places to stay. They met a kind innkeeper who said, "I'm sorry, all my rooms are full, but you can sleep in my stable if you like." Mary was sure her baby was going to be born soon. That night, Mary's baby was born in the stable. "What a wonderful gift God has given to us," said Mary. "We shall call him Jesus." Mary made up a cosy bed from a manger filled with hay. Mary wrapped baby Jesus in a warm blanket and placed him gently in the manger. Nearby, some shepherds were looking after their sheep outside in a field. Suddenly, a beautiful angel appeared and told them, "Do not be afraid. I have great news. Christ the Saviour is born in Bethlehem." The shepherds were overjoyed and hurried to the stable to worship the new baby king. 3 wise men who lived far away in the east saw a very bright star over Bethlehem. They knew this was God's way of telling them that a special baby boy had been born. They were filled with excitement and followed the star until they reached the stable where the baby Jesus lay sleeping. The 3 wise men knelt by the manger and looked in wonder at the precious baby. They gave him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Jesus Christ was the Son of God and grew up to be a very special man. We celebrate Jesus' birth on Christmas Day by giving presents to the people we love. Isn't that a lovely story? It's more than just a story. Isn't it amazing to think that was real? I'm excited for Christmas because it helps me to remember about Jesus being born and how wonderful that is for me and for you and for all your family and your friends. We're going to have another story now. I hope you enjoy it.
Hello boys and girls. Today I'm going to tell you a story about the baby Jesus. And at this time at Christmas, it's very good to know what happened in that first Christmas all those years ago. So let me begin. God sent an angel to Mary. "Good news," he said. "You're going to have a special baby, God's son, and his name will be called Jesus." And there's a little picture, and you can see in the picture the angel coming to Mary, telling her that there was going to be a baby boy being born. Now the baby was almost ready to be born, but first Mary and Joseph had to go to Bethlehem, and it was a very long way, and they rode there on a donkey. And you can see here, there's Mary and Joseph, and they're walking along, and there's the donkey. He looks very tired, doesn't he? Bethlehem was very busy. There were people everywhere. Mary and Joseph were very tired and they needed to find somewhere to stay. And you can see there they are in a crowd. And it's very difficult because they were pushing their way through and they were knocking at doors and they were trying to find somewhere to be able to go for sleep for the night. At last, Mary and Joseph found room in a stable. That night the baby Jesus was born. Mary made a bed for him among the straw. There you can see Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus and all the straw. Out in the hills, shepherds were looking after their sheep, and suddenly there was a bright light. The shepherds looked up and they saw an angel, and the angel said, "Good news, a special baby has been born in Bethlehem. Go and see him. You'll find him lying in a stable." And there you can see the angel appearing to the shepherds and telling them where to go. Must have been a big surprise for those shepherds. The shepherds heard angels singing to God, and then it was dark and quiet, and the shepherds ran to Bethlehem. And there you can see them hurrying away. They've left their sheep and they're running down to Bethlehem to see this thing that the angel had told them about. The shepherds found the baby Jesus lying in the manger in the stable, and they were so excited to see the special baby. And there you can see them looking in the manger, in the little box that the baby Jesus was. Isn't it lovely? It must have been very special. The shepherds talked very noisily about the angels, and Mary and Joseph smiled because they knew that the baby Jesus was very special. Then the happy shepherds went back to their sheep, and all the way they sang to God, saying, "Thank you for the baby Jesus." And there you can see the shepherds going back and they're shouting and they're saying thank you to God for Jesus. And that's what we should be doing at this time of the year too, boys and girls, when we have all the presents, saying thank you for that very first present all those years ago of the baby Jesus. Bye.